guys, Carlo Customs here, and I'm here with my Captain America Civil War custom minifigures. And to celebrate this showcase, I have War Machine, Crossbones, Bucky aka the Winter Soldier, Ant-Man, Captain America, and Iron Man. So yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. It's going to be the brand new movie in the MCU, also featuring Spider-Man. And I know that I didn't make everybody who's going to be in here. I'm sorry guys, nobody told me I had to do everyone. I did everybody that I thought would be perfect for this review. But by the way, part 2 will be coming this summer because there's like no figs like on my list I have to do because there's gonna be like a massive gap between May and the time that Suicide Squad comes out. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the showcase and let's get started. So here we have the lead role in this movie, aka the first Avenger, aka Captain America. And to make Captain America in his brand new Civil War outfit, he wasn't really that hard to do because he pretty much had everything I already needed. So to start off for basics, I just added on some shoes, and I added on these like black straps going all the way around. You can see some little silver buckles right there. And then I add these like black lining details going up his pants and forming knee pads down there. And from this black line to make these little red stripes on either leg. And it means these black lines are going on like the back of the knees there. And yeah, so I think we're almost done actually. And as you can see, the main chest area right there is painted in over where the red used to be, and his head is where like the most customization takes place. So if we take off this, as you can see, it's just a regular head. So these were official Lego printed eyes, and then I got some nail polish remover and just went over the mouth and just redid a mouth way lower, because if I did a regular Lego mouth, it would just look ridiculous because they're like too close to the eyes. So I had to take it down a little bit so it would look proper. And yeah, and I had these little like brown lines down here too. And yeah, so I just painted the entire Flash cowl, and yeah, I jumped on the bandwagon of using a Flash cowl, which isn't a bad bandwagon to jump on because it looks really nice. And I just painted on the silver A and add on the wing designs, and the lighting's not really working with me today. As you can see, he has these black lines. Yeah, please don't mind that as a secondary the secondary face back there. Just pretend you never saw that. And yeah, oh yeah, the wings too. And also one last accessory, I dropped it. Okay, so for one final accessory, you can see that he has his shield, and I painted over the colors that were already there, but instead I replaced them with their silver counterpart versions. That's the right phrase. So yeah, so the silver the white I went over silver, the red I went over with silver red, and blue and silver blue. You get the idea. But yeah, I think that'll do it for Captain America and our first figure for this showcase. And here we have Bucky, aka the Civil War, aka Cap's friend in this battle. So basically, all I did to the Civil War is I made some additions onto his silver arm, if I can flip it. So as you can see, with his silver arm, I just continued the black lines going all the way around from underneath. And yeah, and I just continued on the side of the arms too. I just pretty much fixed the whole entire continuity era issue. And with his face was original the Chris Pratt face or something. I think that's what it's called, like the Star-Lord head. And I didn't want it to look too much like Star-Lord, so I took some aging off of it, if that makes sense. And I took off the cheekbones. And yeah, I really think it makes the face look a lot different. I really like how it came out. I just really like this face, and I knew it would look weird if putting this next to a Star-Lord minifigure. And yeah, so the few last things to go over, he has these electrical tape straps going around on all four sides of his legs, well, except for the back because can't put it there. And I put some gray plating on the bottom of his legs because there wasn't really anything there. I went through a bunch of pictures and didn't really see much. And on each side he has this gray strap representing the continuation of his belt. And for his final little accessory I decided to give him, I gave him a sniper rifle that he seems to be using a little bit. and I just painted the end in the silver, and I painted the little part underneath the trigger that, and I wrapped around the top of the scope with some electrical tape to give it like some little bit of a more structure to it, and I just painted over it with the blue so it looks more like a regular scope. And yeah, and Ant-Man will go down as one of my favorite figures from the showcase because he is 100% hand painted, no printing from the start. He was just a solid black at the base, and then I just worked it up from there, and I got this awesome looking looking result. Sorry, I lost my voice there. And if I count correctly, because I forgot to count, he is the fourth figure that was 100% made, and there was only two figures not 100% made, and that was Cap and Winter Soldier. But anyways, so as you can see right here, he's like has you can see like basically a made like base layer of dark red as his color scheme in the costume. And yeah, I just painted some silver, some gray in certain areas. And yeah, and I really like how the torso came out. I got these like little tubes going everywhere. And I just really like how it came out because I put a lot of lines and like symmetricality into it. I really think it came out really nice. And just a continuation of like some silver lining underneath some of the red parts, belt buckle, and continuing on the side of the legs. He has this whole entire red patch completely outlined in silver paint. And he has these knee pads, and he has these certain shoe marks, I guess, and they wrap all the way around on all four sides. And I think that's where it leads us to the back. If I can stand him down, okay. And as you can see on the back, he has the end of the, and on the back you can see he has the end of the knee pads right there. And getting back on base is kind of hard. And with the arms were pretty easy. All I had to do is paint around this area dark red and lead it down from the back side of the elbow and outline that in silver paint. I really think it came out looking very seamless and very neat. And I just painted this little gray patch up here. And I painted this like little silver gauntlet that he has on both hands. And also, he has these little red dots. Those are his red buttons where he activates, like, the shrink mode, I guess you can call it. Stop losing my voice. And here is his back with some, he just has these regular, like, little metal, like, tech parts. I'm not too sure about what they are, what they'll do in the movie. And here he has some more dark red plating, I guess you can call it. More rim patterns. And the helmet is where the most... the helmet is where the most work goes into this figure, because he has like this helmet completely made from scratch, because it was like originally like this Guardians of the Galaxy head that I had to sculpt over and paint. And as you can see, it had a very nice outline, nice results. I mean, keep losing my voice for some reason. All right, so yeah, now let's continue to Team Iron Man. So here we have Tony Stark, aka Robert Downey Jr., returning to fight against Captain America in this movie. And this is one of the figures I'm most proud of in this showcase, because he has like so much detail packed into him, whether it's on the back, on the sides, or on the front. It just all came out very nice to me. And if we start off with the figure, so you may already noticed this chest piece right here if I take it off carefully. And also, I gave him a regular Tony Stark head, and I painted on with like this very reddish looking purple his black eye. And we just take this head off. And if we take this head off, you can see he has this chest piece. You can see it was just a regular other mark. Okay, the base fell, but that's good. It gives me more arm room. So basically, this is not an Aerialite. Not Aerialite. This is not a amazing Iron Man piece that you usually see like YouTubers like Michael MGF use. This is completely hand-painted, custom, sculpted all by me. So basically, it just started off as a hockey jersey, sculpted on and painted on to look like the Iron Man suit. And I have to completely rebuild the base because it completely fell apart on me. And you can see he has this various different arm detailing and you know, the leg details, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory for itself, but I just want to go over it one more time. And also, the black lines on the legs, they extend all the way out on either side, and yeah, I really think he came out looking good. It's definitely one of my favorite figures, hands down. So now here we have Iron Man slash Tony's best friend in the business, War Machine. And War Machine is definitely one of the three most figures that I have most pride in, because he is, like, once again fully sculpted by me. And if we just go and to get a little closer look at him, he has the same case as Tony, but yeah, so the same like sort of hockey sort of like jersey thing I did was the addition of sculpting. And as you can see, I painted on the silver marks and all the different like silver marks that are necessary. I did like some of the ab detailing, did all these little different things around the arc reactor, and I painted and using some electrical tape and painting on some little silver little blocks right there. And one thing that made me most stand out about this figure is his side gun. And his side gun is just one of these like little Lego like brick arms like guns. I don't know what the name is, but I'll flash a picture of it on the screen, and you'll get a pretty good idea of what it looks like if I remember to edit that. And you know, here he has some my base keeps falling. Sorry, guys. And so he has this more leg detailing, which I really think came out good. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I just want to go over it a little bit more in depth. And there's the back of the body, just if you're wondering. And yeah, just a continuation of his bottom like boot area. And yeah, that has to do it for Rhodey. And let's continue on to the concluding minifigure of this showcase. So here we have Crossbones, and as it turns out, I didn't realize this so later, he's not going to be like within the final battle when all the heroes clash. But anyways, moving on with the figure, one thing that was highly noted about this figure is, I didn't realize this, but I made it the most hindered figure within the whole showcase or that I've ever made. Because as, if you can see here, he has these sculpted shoulder pads, and when I tried to move his arms can go, one arm can only go out that much, and on the other side, when I try to do it, his arm, and the other side, it's like always hidden by this like little holster that's made out of electrical tape, and the hands have to be glued together because I knew if they accidentally twisted, the green stuff I sculpted on for his gauntlets would fall apart, so I had to glue them together, and they'll never ever leave their position. And also with his legs, one leg, he just like the holster strap just sort of gets in the way, and without realizing it, I made the most, without realizing it, I made the most hindered minifigure I've ever made, and it sort of sucks, but I still like it, and I don't think it'll be too much of a big deal because these things are mostly for display purposes only, but I think I'll try better to avoid that next time. And as you can see on his legs, he has his camo printing and some shin guards, knee pads or whatever, and regular black legs, and he has this like light camo black on the brown pants he has. And yeah, he has like these straps on the back that I just saw, and I put on there with electrical tape, and I put on this a bullet rack on the side of his arm, and I cut off a little piece of a one by like something tile, and then painted around a little silver strap. And yeah, and his chest was like a very like thin layer of green stuff that was also chopped to size, so it'd be nice and square and blocky. Keep losing my voice. And he has this X connecting from his shoulder pads down, these little gold pieces I saw his costume, and he also has these like 3D little pieces on his jacket, and a little strap down there. And yeah, and his head was Age of Ultron with the Ultron Minions head, and I just painted around it, and painted it on a regular face, and yeah, the rest was history. So that is it, guys, for my Civil War showcase. I hope you all enjoyed. I am definitely going to make part 2 coming by about next month or so, but I just wanted to get this out in time for release. I'm going to make everyone, I swear, by that time. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next showcase, which should be soon. And yeah, goodbye.